Hi, St. Peter's friends. I'm out on my deck again. It just rained a tiny bit, so we're still going to have to water our bulbs today. It's week 5 of Illustrated Compassion, Learning to Love Like God. And we're starting the second module, which is looking at compassion in the New Testament. So it's going to look a little bit different, the stories. And compassion, like we've been saying, literally means to suffer together. So you see someone suffering, you want to relieve their suffering, you want to suffer with them and know that they're not alone in that suffering. So I am going to ask Fiona to help me count the number of stalks we have now for our flowers and to water. Here's my trusty sidekick, Fiona. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. We are going to count the number of spears we see. Look at all these. Come on, let's count together. Here's the big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I think that's a little one, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, and 19. Look, there's a tiny one there. 19. And look at how tall they're getting. Gorgeous. And we're not bringing them in at night so much now. It's getting a little warmer. And Fiona's going to help me with the watering. Here we go. Grab the hose, turn it on, and there we go. Watering our bulbs of compassion so that they grow to be beautiful flowers. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you. And of course, once we've watered our bulbs, it started raining again. That's how life works. So along with watering our bulbs, we nourish ourselves with practices like metta practice to develop our loving kindness and our compassion. So we're going to do that again. And metta means loving kindness, of course. And first we start with ourselves. Then we offer to someone who we think needs that loving kindness this week. And then we offer it to the whole world. So put your hands on your hearts and repeat after me. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be free from inner and outer dangers. May I be well in body and mind. May I be at ease and happy. Now we picture someone in our minds who we think might need our loving kindness this week, and think or say these words. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer dangers. May you be well in body and mind. And may you be at ease and happy. Now, the whole world, and we know they could use it right now, all the people and things in this world, we're going to offer our loving kindness. May all be filled with loving kindness. May all be free from inner and outer dangers. May all be well in body and mind. And may all be at ease and happy. Amen. Our story today is a short one. It's Matthew 9, verses 35 to 38. So then Jesus traveled all around the cities and towns. He taught in their synagogues. He proclaimed the good news of the kingdom. Jesus cured every disease, every sickness. When he saw all the people, he had compassion for them because they were harassed and helpless. They seemed to Jesus like sheep without a shepherd. Then Jesus said to his disciples who were with him, "There's a lot of work to be done and not a lot of people to do it. Pray for the people to do the work that needs doing." So today we're talking about compassionate leadership. In this short story, Jesus looked around and saw that people needed some kind of leadership. They seemed lost. They were like sheep without a shepherd. But what kind of leadership does a shepherd provide to the sheep? A shepherd uses a very gentle, compassionate type of leadership with his or her sheep, caring for each one, not wanting to lose any to sickness or being lost. Sheep are easily scared, as you may know, so we don't want to use a lot of big gestures, loud voice to try to tell them what to do. Rather, you would use a calm and quiet manner, showing the sheep by example what you want them to do, where you want them to go. And once the sheep know their leader really well, they have trust in their leader and will follow him or her anywhere. The sheep develop so much trust in their leader that they will only listen to his or her voice. In the church service a few weeks ago, Reverend Kathy Taylor was talking about sheep and shepherd in her sermon. She said she had a friend of a friend who told this amazing story about being in Israel and seeing sheep coming to a watering hole. First arrived one shepherd and his sheep, who began drinking from the watering hole, and then another shepherd brought his flock. And they all mixed together and they were drinking at the watering hole, and this person who was watching was thinking, "Oh, this is a mess. They're all mixed together. How are they going to separate their sheep once they have to go back to their pastures?" But just as this person was thinking this, the first shepherd called softly to his sheep, started walking away, and they followed, leaving the other flock behind. So they just knew to follow that voice. So to be led by a calm, quiet leader, such as one of these shepherds or Jesus, requires us to really listen for that right voice. We can easily be led in the wrong direction by louder voices in this world that tell us that we need more stuff. They might tell us we aren't good enough the way we are. But if we learn to listen to that quiet voice inside us, we will know the right way to go. We can be led by that voice, but we can also be leaders to others by listening to that voice. And that is what Jesus is talking about in this story when he says there is a lot of work to be done, but not a lot of people to do it. Pray for the people to do the work that needs doing. So those people are us. We are needed to do that work. We can lead by example in this world and do the good work of God. If we practice, we can get better and better at listening to that quiet voice inside ourselves that tells us the right way to go. And we can become better and better at looking around and seeing what needs to be done and doing it. Becoming compassionate leaders ourselves. Let's end with a prayer. Dear God, thank you for our story today of Jesus acting as a shepherd, protecting and guiding those in need. Thank you for acting as a shepherd in our lives. Give us courage and compassion to protect and guide others we get to know who may need our help too. Amen.